You good? Now go ahead, brother.
I'm out the gate.
Hey, I'm sorry. Hey, so you are here on the Wealthy, Healthy, Happy show. And we are building wealthy, healthy, happy people. And we are on our Mindset Makeover Challenge. My name is ERGJ, and we got Mr. Beedles in the house. We are in the building. And we're here to inspire you. We're here to motivate you. We're here to connect with you, actually. We want to interact with you. We want to become your friend. We want to become friends with your friends. We want you and your friends to become friends with our friends. We want to build this thing, this positive network, man. We got so much that's going against us. You look on the news, you listen to the radio, it's all this negativity. Well, we are going to bring a positive stake, and we're going to make a difference, and we're going to do that thing from a positive standpoint. You got to have a positive mental attitude, and that's what we're starting our day off with, and that's what we get going. All right, Beedles, go ahead, man. Do you think?
All right, so good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Again, my name is Anthony Beedles, Mr. Beedles, the business consultant and financial planner. Excited, super excited to be on this call, and more importantly, just somebody that wants to see my world change, my world different. And so loving the opportunity always to come together in communities like this, where we are able to make a difference in each other's lives by simply supporting, encouraging, and providing the valuable feedback that we need in order to improve our products and services. So Evan and I, we were talking last night. We were talking about what the topic was going to be this morning, and I had it dropped in my spirit that to talk about attitude, and he was like, man, well, he hit me and said, well, I think that the topic should be on service, and so we came together and said, okay, well, we can actually do both. So this scripture hit my spirit last night, and I was like, man, there was this thing in the Bible about the cheerful giver. And, for those that read it or don't read it, just take it for what it is. But it comes out of 2 Corinthians 9:6-7. And the point was this: whoever sows sparingly will also reap sparingly, and whoever sows bountifully will also reap bountifully. Each one must give as he has decided in his heart, not reluctantly or under compulsion, for God loves the cheerful giver. If you're feeling that, show me some love right now. God loves the cheerful giver. So that's what this topic is about today, is cheerfully giving. Right, because it's one thing to be of service, or it's one thing to have a great attitude. But if you don't put those two things together, then you're really missing the point, and you're missing the opportunity to be as great as you can possibly be. Right? God loves the cheerful giver. So what we're doing right now is simply that we're committing to waking up every single morning. Good morning, everybody. We're waking up every single morning and saying, look, we are going to do a little bit more to be better, to be our absolute best. And in doing that, in providing service to more people, in sowing more seed, guess what happens? Guess what happens? In sowing more seed, you reap a bigger harvest. So the spiritual millionaire, Louise Wright, she has it perfectly. She says, I want to touch 1 million hearts. I want to change 1 million lives, and I want to make $1 million in the process. How beautiful is that? Is that not a win-win-win situation? Is it not? What do you think about that, Evan?
Oh, absolutely, man. Miss Louise, I gotta hear that. I gotta see. Go ahead and type that thing out, man. I need to give you a couple of stars, man. So,
all right.
So just guys, so you guys know who I am. My name is ERGJ. I'm a success coach. I'm a personal finance coach as well. I'm just a coach. I coach you on everything, right? So whatever you need to get inspired. You need to get a new idea. You need to take your business to the next level. I'm the person you need to call, because I realized, I've understood in my life that an idea is the most valuable thing that you can get. You get an idea, you can take your business. You only take one idea to get rich. So here's the deal. Help people refine ideas. So here's the deal. Service and attitude, man. Like that is key, man. Once I began to change my attitude, and what do I mean by that? Well, there was an attitude of the world is impacting how I live, right? Oh, the government. Oh, the pay at the job. Oh, all this and this. Oh, the way that I was raised. Oh, this and this. We can't make all these excuses for why we're not being successful. But it wasn't until I changed my attitude, changed the way that I looked at things, changed my perspective on life, that I started to see what I call explosive growth. How many of you guys are interested in explosive growth? Not just waiting till 2016 start. How many of you guys are interested in explosive growth? Well, in order to have that growth, you must plant explosive seeds. Let me say that again. In order to have explosive growth, you must plant explosive seeds. And how do you get those seeds? Well, sometimes you have the seeds yourself, but sometimes you don't. And if you don't have those seeds yourself, then you connect with people that by osmosis plant explosive seeds into your garden. Now, what's that garden? What's that garden? What's that lot? That garden is your beautiful mind. See, there was this commercial that came out, said a mind is a terrible thing to waste. And that's what a lot of us have been doing for the past 25 years. And it's our attitude. How many of you guys know some people that got all the potential in the world, but they got a terrible attitude? Terrible attitude. And what's the terrible attitude? Let's talk about some things that are terrible attitudes. What are some terrible attitudes, some destructive attitudes that we have in our life? You go ahead in the comments below and type some of those words that describe a bad attitude. 1, selfish. Selfish. Selfish is a bad attitude. It's all about me. It's not about all the rest of the world. It's all about me. Bad attitude. Greedy. Oh my goodness. You just said the one that I was waiting on. Lazy. Man, there's what's that phrase in the Bible? Anthony says that sleep, slumber, and a little folding of the hands, and so does your poverty come upon you like an armed man. A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands, and so does your poverty come upon you like an armed man. Lazy, procrastination, bad attitude, angry, bad attitude. So a lot of us, we have all of this talents, all of these ideas, all of these great products and services that we can leave into the world, but we got a bad attitude. And guess what your bad attitude does? It does nothing about your product or service. What it does is it keeps you from connecting to more people. Because at the end of the day, your product or your service is worthless if the people won't buy from you, if the people won't use your service, it's the people that's going to make you rich, not your product or your service. It's your product or your service that enhances the people's lives, but the people aren't interested in your product or service. If you got a badass attitude, yeah, I said it right, badass attitude. That's what I said. Attitude. But we ain't gonna focus on the bad attitude. No, that's not the point of this show. We wealthy, healthy, happy people. We're gonna focus on the happy attitude. We're gonna focus on the good attitude. So, Mr. Beedles, let it inspire us and tell us about the attitudes we need to embrace in our lives and embrace in our day.
The attitudes that we need to embrace. Look, there is a characteristic to attitude, right? And when you have the right attitude, we can equate the attitude to the light that you have. So the intensity of your light is determined by the enthusiasm of your spirit, right? So I'll say that again.
Hold on, I gotta write that down. I'm typing that there. Yeah, I almost got it. Okay, yeah, go ahead. No, you need to type it.
The intensity of your light is determined by the enthusiasm of your spirit. That's where the attitude comes from. So that's kind of how we can define attitude. It's the intensity of your enthusiasm. There is an attraction, there is a magnetism that comes with enthusiasm. So when you see people that are super excited about life, they're exuberant. Every time you see them at the grocery store, they're smiling and they high-fiving their kids when they walk through the mall. And they seem like they're always hugging and kissing on their wife. And it just seems like everything is going the way that it's supposed to go. You are naturally attracted to those people. And there's just something about them. You could see them all the way down the hall, you know, and never have had a conversation with them, but you know that there's just something about these people that are different. And people with a great attitude, people with this amazing enthusiasm, those are the people that attract more of the stuff that they want in their lives. Those are the people that become millionaires, and it seems like they become millionaires overnight, and it's because they have been a service, because they've attracted more people to their marketplace. And so that's what we have to do. As service providers, we have to understand that if you have a brand, if you have a market, if you have a product or a service, that you are responsible for giving the best service that you can possibly give. You are responsible. Good morning, Shay. You are responsible for giving excellent service. And excellent service is not a thing, but it's a mindset. It's something that we do you have to do it every single day. And if it's not right, we have to go back and correct that. So it is about this level of customer service. And so, if you like Chick-fil-A, and I'm going to use Chick-fil-A as an example, but if you like Chick-fil-A, show me some love in Periscope land and say or give me some high fives.
No,
show me some.
Here's a high five. You like Chick-fil-A, say eat more chicken. Eat more chicken.
Chick-fil-A is going hard right now. The waffle fries, I'm loving, right? So the reason why I highlight Chick-fil-A is because they have mastered the art of customer service. Because at the end of the day, guess what? It's just a chicken stand. They're selling chicken sandwiches, lemonade, sweet tea, and waffle fries. That is it. You know what I mean? Like how many other franchises out there sell the same exact thing, right? And it's not like their chicken is better than any other chicken. You know what I mean? I don't even know if it's organically grown chicken with no antibiotics, no hormones, farm raised, grass fed, no corn. I'm not sure if they are or not. But what I do know is that their chicken seems like it's a little bit better because of the attitude, right? Every time I go to a Chick-fil-A, I don't care if it's the one on La Vista or it's the one in Smyrna off South Cobb Drive, the service is the same. And we have to be able to replicate that attitude. We have to be able to do that. And we do that by the enthusiasm that we instill into our marketplace.
Look at that. Look at Shakira can cook. See, we got some comments about Chipotle down here. I'm going to give some stars out here. Man, here's the deal. Like, and that's great that you bringing that up, right? Because not only is their service good, because it reminds me of when you go home for the holidays, right? You're going to get this cooking. It's going to have a whole lot of love in it. And that's exactly what Chick-fil-A mastered. They've mastered the way of serving you with a whole lot of love. And that love is what keeps us going back to Chick-fil-A. It's not the food. The food is great. I mean, they got great food. I mean, they got good food. Have great food. But it's not the food that, you know what I'm saying? When you think about Chick-fil-A, the first thing you think about is not that chicken sandwich. I mean, you might think about that chicken sandwich, but you really think about how you feel.
When I'm hungry,
when you think about how you feel, think about how you feel as a customer, and you don't mind giving your dollars to this place that makes you feel good. Now, you take that and you compare that to, and he said that Chick-fil-A on the north side of town and the Chick-fil-A on the south side of town, same service.
Same thing.
You don't find that with some of these other restaurants. If I go to Burger King on the north side and Burger King on the south side, it's not the same service.
Man, you make me mess up my camera.
It's not the same service. Because on the south side of town, I'm just gonna be real. When you go to the south side of town, they're like they don't want to be there. They're like, man, I got a job and I don't want this job. They don't know the menu items. They don't know the cost of nothing. They're not gonna even tell you, please pull up to the window to pay me. They can say, hey, pull up to the window, I'll give you your price. It's a different level of service because the employees haven't embraced the culture and the company hasn't done a good job of training the culture. See, Chick-fil-A, they got a different training service. Now, why am I bringing that up? They got a different way that they program their employees.
Come on, bring it home.
And so bring it home. What we're saying is this morning, you are deciding by joining this show to get a different program for your employees. Who are your employees? Your employees is their faculties, your arms, your hands, your legs, your mouth, your eyes. It's a different programming that you're getting right now that's going to cause you to be consistent in your service to whoever you're going to service today in the world. Is that going to be your kids? Is that going to be your employer? Is that going to be your peers? Is that going to be your customers? You're programming yourself intentionally. That's what Chick-fil-A does. They intentionally program their employees to provide excellent service. And today what you're doing, you're saying just by showing up that I want to program my employees, who is myself, everything that's within me, in order to provide excellent service to whomever I meet, whomever I come across this morning and today. So that is what we're doing. So, Mr. Beedles, man, we need to talk about this Mindset Makeover Challenge because it's day number 3. And guess what day it is? Hump Day! I'm sorry, I'll try again. Hump Day! All right, I used to do it. Anyway, it's Hump Day. And we're getting over the hump. Day number 3. There we go. There we go. Hump day. All right. Day number 3 of the Mindset Makeover Challenge, man. Basically, what we said.
We got 3 on.
We almost, Miss, where you at? You still Miss Spiritual Mentor, go ahead. We need you in that other seat if you want. If you're open to it. I know it's your first time on Black. We want to hear from you. All right. We want to have a packed house. All right. So, day number 3 of the Mindset Makeover Challenge, right? So, basically, the Mindset Makeover Challenge, it comes from The Strangest Secret by Earl Nightingale. Every day, read this, get this. You might not be able to get it like I got it. It's very hard to get, but you can go on YouTube and you can watch it and listen to it. 30 days of focusing on your goal and remaining positively focused on that goal. First, you got to recognize what your goal is. What is your goal? What do you want? In 30 days, you have to remain positively focused on accomplishing that goal. That means every day you take a step towards your goal, and every day you remain positive. Now, it's a very difficult challenge, not because of the goal. It's very difficult because we live in a negative world, and staying positive for 30 days straight, some people are going to say something like this: oh, I'm allowed to have one of those days. See, you are already going to fail because you are allowing yourself to have one of those days. What we're saying is 30 days straight, we not going to have one of them days because we about to do what? We about to change some habits. We about to change our attitude, and we are about to give excellent customer service. Miss Sierra, you were first up in here. Share some thoughts with us. I know you had something to say. You was with it. This 3 days straight. We rocking the road. She had work and everything. She said, I'm still going to get on. She said, hey, Beedles, let's give her some props because what she is saying is I have the mentality of no matter what. No matter what, I'm going to jump on this show. No matter what, I am going to make a difference. No matter what, I'm going to connect with these brothers that are doing some positive things in the world. No matter what. All right, Miss Sierra, what you got for us?
Well, she looked like she had Bed Bath and Beyond right now.
I can't hear you,
like you had Bed Bath and Bodies. No. No. She needs some subtitles. Yeah, she's definitely gonna need some subtitles if you're gonna be on here miming. You cannot mime on this show. Here we go.
No, we can't hear you.
Yeah. Guess what? We can't.
No, can't hear you.
Subtitles.
Yeah. Hey, jump out the seat and try to come back in. Miss Spiritual Mentor, how are you?
Spiritual Mentor, let's go to Spiritual Mentor.
Morning, how are you?
This morning.
I'm good, thanks. I'm all the way in the UK, so it's actually afternoon here for me.
Oh, fantastic! I hear that accent. You UK. Thanks for joining. Hey, Spiritual Mentor just joined us, guys. Give us some props for being bold enough to join us. Now, Miss Spiritual Mentor, tell us a little bit about what you do.
Yeah, so I exactly like my profile says, my mission is to touch a million hearts, change a million lives, and make $1 million in the process. I've got my.
I hope I got my sound back.
Yeah, we got you, Sierra.
Okay, here we go.
Hey, what's your name? What's your name, brother? In the back. What's your name? What's your name? Hey.
His name's Ryan. He's getting a mindset.
Oh, look at the big guy.
Cool,
that's what's up.
All right, so
all the way from the UK, the spiritual.
So, Miss Spiritual Mentor, what do you do now?
So for me, it's about changing a million lives and touching a million hearts. I see so many people that go out in business and they're all about, I need to earn money, I need to earn a 6-figure income, I want it. And they focus on the money. And it's like, there's so many people that have got it the wrong way around. Because when you come from your heart and you focus on transformation and you focus on inspiring people and changing lives, that's, when you make a 6-figure, 7-figure impact, that's when you make a 6-figure and a 7-figure income. If you go out into the world and focus on what can I get instead of what can I give, you're never going to have the impact and transformation that you want to have in other people's lives. So that's my mission, is to focus on the transformation first. And put yourself in a positive mindset every single day. Show up as the best version of yourself. Be the best that you can be. Touch a million hearts, change a million lives, and you will make $1 million in the process. So that's me.
Fantastic. So what brought you to our show today? What connected with you? What was it? Was it a title? Was it? I mean, you just what made you decide? Hey, I'm gonna join this. Something going on. We got to be here today.
Yeah, well, because I'm new to Blab. I've done one Blab before, I listened to one, and I was on there today, and I saw your title, and I thought, that sounds really good. It resonated with me in terms of like mindset, because I believe it comes from the mindset first. You have to wake up every day prepared to show up as your best self in the best possible mindset in order to do what it is that you want to do. And so I saw what you guys are doing, hot start, and I'm like, yeah, I'm feeling you guys. You're like, your energy is awesome, and what you're saying just resonates with me so much. And thank you for doing what you're doing.
Fantastic. Hey, so guys, what you can do is right above Miss Spiritual Millionaire, there's a little button you can click, and you can follow her movement. And then that way, when she gets ready to do some of her shows, or you want to hear about some of the things that she's putting out on Twitter or things like that, you can be following her. And we're going to come right back to you, Miss Spiritual Millionaire. Let me say that again, Miss Spiritual Millionaire, because I know Sierra got some things to say. She looked like she at work, so she might not be able to talk very long. She had to check on the boss.
Hey, hold on, just a quick tip. Let's try this. If you are currently in the hot seat, but you are not speaking, click your mic off, and let's see if that kind of takes away some of the reverb. So click your mic off. If that does, it may or may not be getting a little reverb. All right, go ahead, Sierra.
Hey guys, can you hear me? Awesome. I am the boss, so that's why I can be on the phone. So they better leave me alone and get to cooking. But I wanted to say that having been an employee of both Chick-fil-A and Chipotle, I do know that it's the empowerment portion. And so long we have said, the customer is always right. And like starting with Chipotle, and then, Chick-fil-A caught on to this years ago. They're now telling their new people that, our employees come first, and their mantra is putting them in the mindset that even if it may not be true all the way, we're telling you that, if you feel valued and empowered enough, you're automatically going to take care of our customer. So they've started doing that and teaching that to, their new employees. And I thought it was very interesting because I'm like, I've been working in a restaurant for 15 years. Like, what are they saying? Are they crazy? Are they nuts? But it actually works. And like I said, even if it may not be always prevalent or always true in everyday, in everyday life, they're still walking around with that feeling like, hey, they're not going to micromanage me today, or they trust me to do my job. I enjoy coming to work. I enjoy doing my job because I don't have someone hounding on my back about things that I already know. I feel comfortable coming to my superiors for that advice or for help, knowing that after I've been given the tools to do what I need to do, that I can do that. So I have definitely took that and put that into my management style. And I've also put that to any employees that I employ now. And I'm seeing a big difference. And I think that more companies should go towards that, because we're in an age now, people aren't just working for companies for 20 years and retiring. They're ready to quit at the drop of a hat. If they get tired, they're like, oh, I'm done, I'm out. So it's like people have to feel valued, and they're bringing that to the workplace and not just personal life.
Absolutely. Mr. Beedles?
That's absolutely right. When we think about how things are changing in the marketplace these days, it truly is. We are starting to live in this world where value is everything. Again, I say value is everything, and it's not about the price, right? Because we'll pay more for the organics because we understand how that's going to affect us in the long run. And those things, they have value beginning to have much more of an impact, which means that we're becoming more wealthy, healthy, and happy about the way that we approach life. And that's what's exciting to me. And it's opportunities like this where we get a chance to, again, take control of our lives. And I was as Sierra was just talking,
You know,
I was thinking,
Mr. Beers, you the one got the reverb. You and your phone. I think it's your phone being right up to the computer that got the reverb.
you think so?
Yeah.
I didn't hear it.
I know you didn't hear it because you're talking.
All right, so it might be my phone. It might be. But what I'm, I mean, all right. So again, so what I'm excited about is that in us being able to provide service, what is beautiful about this whole scenario, and I might be a little off topic right now, but this whole scenario, what this is showing us is that the genius is on the inside of us. And a lot of times back in the day, we used to look for the expert to give us the advice and the answers that we needed to the needs of our lives. But the reality is that we have this experience, we have the talent, we have the energy, we have the attitude, and we are already providing the service. So literally, we are walking into our wealth right now. And man, that's all I had to say. I don't even know if I made a connection there, but
that's fine. That's fine. I got something for you. So, Miss Spiritual Millionaire, I know you on Periscope, man. Let me know how many followers we got on Periscope right now. How many you got?
A whole lot. We got.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, fantastic. Miss Spiritual Mentor, here's a question for you. What are you excited about today?
So many things today. Every day is a new day, and it brings you like a new opportunity to be even better than you were yesterday. So for me today, I'm really excited about showing up here and connecting with you guys that are obviously inspiring so many people and like raising those vibes and helping people step out into the world in a bigger way. So I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to connect with people and hold this space to do what I love, which is cool.
Fantastic. Miss Sierra can cook. What are you excited about today?
Today, I am excited about feeding the homeless.
Oh, man.
I just got my 50 turkeys in, and I am ready to roast them. Can y'all not do that? Okay, thank you.
Hey,
hold on. I need 500 props right now.
Did somebody just get checked on Blab this morning? Right? You could have muted.
All right, go ahead, Miss Sierra. I need 500 props right now. She said she's going to make a difference, giving to the homeless, her company or whatever, getting 50 or whatever, how many turkeys or whatever they're doing. That's 500 automatic props. Go ahead, Miss Sierra.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm definitely excited about that. I'm excited that everything's underway for my future cooking school. Georgia's a very lenient state as far as having schools of that sort. So that's awesome. And I'm excited that I can make this happen. And I'm thinking it, I can do it.
Absolutely. If you can believe, you can achieve. Hey, I'm excited, man. I'm super, super excited, guys. You guys can probably tell in my voice. I'm just excited for the favor that God continues to show me in life, man. And what I'm really excited about is that I've learned the principle of if you build it, they will come. If you build it, they will come. I found that out last night. I do a book club blab and people came. I did a ticker talk blab and people came. If you build, hey, here's what I want to tell everyone that's on call right now, everybody here. Anytime you get a good idea, I want you to act on it. I want you to do something with it.
That's
because
good.
A lot of times we let things pass by as if it isn't for us, and we don't put any energy into it because of what? Because of the routine of life. Well, today what we're doing is we're trying to say change the routine. Your routine should be, hey, you can't say you don't get any opportunities. What you're really saying is I don't take advantage of the opportunities that come across my path. And that's the difference between really success and not success. God gonna throw you a lifeboat. You say, no, God, I don't need that. I'm good with my life right now. Take advantage of your opportunities. Act on your ideas. Change what you're doing. All right, so of course we got a quote of the day we got to get to, and that's what we do. Want to make sure you walk away with something that can just fuel you throughout your day, something you can think on, ponder on, chew on this. And it's from Beedles. I had something else, but Beedles had something a little bit better, so we're gonna say that thing. Ability is what you're capable of doing. Ability is what you're capable of doing.
Okay.
Motivation determines what you do. Motivation determines what you do. Attitude determines how well you do it. Ability is what you're capable of doing. Motivation determines what you do. Attitude determines how well you do it. Miss Spiritual Mentor, what does that quote mean to you?
Oh my God, I love that. I really love that. I've not heard that quote before, and I think for me that means it is all about. I think, you know, if you go into something and you're kind of like, oh, I suck at this, so what's the point of me doing it? Like, you're not going to be that motivated to do it, so you're not going to give it. You know, your actions that you're going to take aren't going to be very strong, and so your results are going to be weak, which is going to reinforce the belief that you had in the first place that you suck at it. Or whatever. It's never going to happen. So. Yeah, I love that quote that you just said. And I think everyone has the ability to make a difference. Everyone has the ability to wake up happy. Everyone has the ability to find 10 things right in this moment that you are grateful for. You know, everyone has the ability to go out and make somebody else smile. And it's the attitude that you have that kind of really determines the outcome of your life, really. And every day, how you move forward and what shows up for you. I love that. Thank you.
Fantastic. Miss Sierra Cook, man, what does that quote mean to you? Ability is what you're capable of doing. Motivation determines what you do. Attitude determines how well you do it.
It just made me think of that song. I'm just sitting here in my head, like jamming a little bit. You're like, you better get up, get out, and get something.
Don't let your days in your life pass.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
You gotta get out and do it. You sitting around like, oh man, I got this great idea, but like, what are you doing with it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, you got to do something about it. So I'm definitely feeling that.
Hey, Mr. Beedles, what you got for us?
Let me see. What do I have? Ability. We all have this. We all have time, talent, and resources. If you look to the person to the right of you, they have the same time, they have the same opportunities to the resources if they're in your same neighborhood, right? If we live in the same houses and we have, hold on, somebody's calling me. Can't call me right now when I'm doing my thing. All right. We all have the same time, talent, resources, but it's what we do with our time, talent, and resources. There are some people that feel like they got to get 12 hours, 16 hours of sleep every single day. And then there are some people that don't sleep at all because they hustle. But Diddy said when I was listening to his new album that just came out, M, which, that love hip hop, I would suggest that you take a listen. But he has this track called Work. And in this track, he comes on by saying, y'all hustle like there is tomorrow, but I hustle like there's not a second left. Not a second left. He was interviewing with the Breakfast Club, and he said, man, I hadn't been to sleep in 8 days. I don't know if he had not been to sleep in 8 days, but Diddy is definitely one of those guys that's known for just ridiculous work ethic. And that becomes the difference, is that we all have the same opportunity. We got the same 24 hours a day, but what we do with it totally changes the landscape. It changes the game. So serving 1 million people, helping 1 million people, and then desiring to see $1 million harvest, that's the mindset I'm on, Spiritual Millionaire. And I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody for coming on this morning.
Hey, so I got one last thing to say, man. We'll wrap this up because I think this goes right into what we're talking about, joining the inspired crowd. Now, why do people sleep? Why do people sleep so much? Why is it that they rush home to go to sleep? And I can tell you this, it's not because they're tired. It's not because they're tired. It's because they're uninspired. It's because they're uninspired. If you had something that you were looking towards doing this morning, you was like, I got to get this thing done. Then you're going to wake up like it's Christmas Eve because you're ready to open your present. If you went to bed last night without a goal this morning, go back to sleep until you get your goal. Because here's the deal. You're not tired. You're uninspired. And whenever you are inspired, you can't sleep because you have this expectation of whatever it is that you're going after. That's why I asked, and that's why the focus of this mindset makeover is, what do you want? Because whatever it is that you want should be inspiring you every day to go out, get up, get out, and get something.
Oh,
you're not tired.
That's good.
You're uninspired. That's the difference. That's why we have lazy people. You're uninspired. You're not really into whatever it is that you're going after. You're not tired. You're uninspired. Get inspired and you're going to see your life go into an explosive growth place. You're going to see your life grow massively. You're going to see production like you've never seen. You're going to see 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 people that want your service because they connect to your inspiration. They connect to your enthusiasm. They connect to your expectation. And what you expect, you generally receive. If you expect nothing, you'll get nothing. Or you're just going to get whatever life throws at you. This is why you see people go from job to job to job, from relationship to relationship to relationship, because they don't know exactly what they want. What they do know is that they'll take whatever life gives them. And what we're saying is we're not going to take that no more. We're going to create the life that we want, and we're going to live the life that we want because we know exactly what we want.
That's good. That's good,
Evan. So that's 30 minutes, man. We can go on and on because we got more and more to do. But hey, we want to give you just a little bit that you come back tomorrow.
That's right.
Every day at 7 o'clock. So here's what I want you guys to do. Everybody that you see in a hot seat, I want you to go ahead and follow them, because you follow them, they're going to follow you, and we're going to expand and grow our network. Make sure you mark on your calendar weekdays at 7 a.m. Miss Sierra is at work here with us. So she's doing whatever it takes to make sure she starts her day off right and inspired. We just went international with our show, and we connected with the spiritual mentor here in the UK. So thank you so much, and we expect to see you again tomorrow, same time, same back channel, because that's what we do. And here's the thing I want to point out, guys, is that, as Mr. Beedles said, that enthusiasm is contagious and it connects with anybody. It doesn't matter whether you're black, white, Indian, yellow, red, green, or whatever. See, we're connecting because we're connected to each other's heart. And this is the image that we want to put out to the world, because the world's going to talk about race. The world's going to talk about inequality. The world's going to talk about unfairness. And what we're going to talk about is, hey, you got a good heart. I got a good heart. Let's join these things so we can make a big heart in the world and everywhere that we go. All right, that's all I got to say, Mr. Beedles. I'm gonna let you end us on a good note. I'm gonna kick back.
All right, this has been a beautiful, beautiful Mindset Makeover challenge. And make sure that you tune in. Make sure you tune in tomorrow, 7 a.m. If you know somebody that needs to be on this call, make sure that you get them connected to wealthyhealthyhappy.net. Tell them to click on the Mindset Makeover Challenge button, and it'll take them right here so that they can join in on the blab. We're loving what's going on right now. Enthusiasm is contagious. What you do with your time, talent, and resources will determine the altitude of your trajectory. So let's get at it. Let's get after it. Let's be relentless today. Let your light shine. It shine, huh? Before everybody. Wealthy, healthy, happy.
This is the ERGJ, man.
And we out.
It's the ERGJ. Let's build wealthy, healthy, happy people. We got Mr. Beedles from Wealthy, Healthy, Happy People. Thanks for joining in. And we are